Are you ready?
Take Three Wrestling Podcast. It is Thursday, the 15th of January, 2026, and I'm dying.
He's dead.
Ugh.
He did.
If things sound a little different, hello, it's Mike. I'm under the weather, so I feel very nasally when I talk right now. So bear with me, boys and girls. But I'm joined currently by the other half of the Fatsiders.
Hey, yo.
Skinny Diesel, I think, just popped into the green room. So let's add him.
Get him in here.
No, I'm Conan.
Ah.
That's right, you are Conan. Forgot about that.
I mean, because there's no way I could be Diesel. I'm like 5'4", and he's like much taller.
Not 5'4".
Not
I was trying to think of something witty to say, and then I realized I don't have anything witty to say about Kevin Nash because I agree with all his politics.
All right.
There you go.
Which is unexpected to say about a pro wrestler.
Very. He's gone very like scorched earth on Phil from Chicago as of late, though.
Has he really?
Yeah, just like calling him out. Like I think the other week on Raw, Punk wore a T-shirt.
Oh, to like a house show or something. I saw that. Yeah.
On Raw, and then like Kevin Nash made a comment about it on his podcast. So then at a house show, Punk ripped off his shirt only to have another one on under it.
Can we be honest here? I don't know. Okay, question for the room.
Okay.
Who has listened to a single episode of the Kevin Nash podcast?
I think I listened literally to one of them. I think I listened to like the one after Scott Hall had passed.
Okay.
I think I listened to one, and I think it was the one after his son.
Oh, okay.
So, okay, all it takes is for someone to die for you guys to listen to a Kevin Nash podcast. Got it.
No, I told myself, I said, because when you listen to people do podcasts about life and things along those lines, you start getting a grasp of how most of their shows will go. Because if someone's willing to talk openly about stuff at a very vulnerable time, like what he went through, then it's one of those where it's like, I feel like this is a podcast that I would enjoy listening to because of the openness that somebody is sharing stories of. It felt very open to me, but it was also one of those where I listened to it while I was driving for Amazon. So all I had was downtime and time to listen to podcasts. I don't have said downtime anymore because I don't work at a place that lets me put out AirPods in and not talk to people.
Fair. Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely. That makes sense.
I've cut my podcast listening probably harshly. I've probably cut it in half. I mean, I listen obviously to all of Jim's projects because, that's what friends do.
That's what friends do.
I've listened to a few episodes of the Joe Movie Podcast. I'd listen to it more if I watched more movies, but I don't watch movies really. I've listened to a couple episodes. You guys are pretty good. I just don't watch movies, so it's like it's hard for me to gauge. Yeah. It's not that I don't like movies. I don't have a ton of free time to really get wrapped in everything of movies.
No, right. It's like when the new Spider-Man comes out, you might listen to that episode.
Correct. The Avengers, Doomsday, right. all that stuff. Like I'll obviously make it a point to watch those movies, listen to the show for sure. But then it's like I haven't really listened to watch a ton of movies. It's like, and then I used to listen to all of the Conrad shows. I think I've listened to 3 episodes in the last 6 or 7 months of it.
Yeah, that's funny. Same with the Conrad shows. Like I still I still listen to a decent number of podcasts every day because, like, to take you through a day in the life of Joe Lopez. Most days when I wake up pretty early in the morning, I'm up by like 6:30. I usually spend time, I get ready in the mornings, I walk the dog, feed the cats, go do a boxing class, walk back. I run a mile and a half to the boxing class, do the boxing class, walk a mile and a half back home. So I've got all this time where obviously I'm not in front of a TV. So I'm either listening to music or I'm listening to podcasts. So I still listen to a decent number of podcasts. I listen to the New York Times, the Daily. There's this show called the Morning Show podcast, which is with these two DJs that used to be on Elvis Duran in New York. So I listen to their show. So I have a few daily podcasts, and then I have
Hi
some
guys.
weekly.
Or
Hi.
I don't know what's the thing.
Joe's there. That's him.
I
with
want
no-
I want you to know I did just wave, and then I realized I'm not on camera. Like, that was a moment for me. But so I have a number of podcasts I listen to, a lot of movie podcasts and stuff too. I find though that, and it's interesting to me, I don't listen to many of Conrad's podcasts, and I don't really listen to a lot of wrestling podcasts anymore. And it's funny because when I first started listening to podcasts around 2018, I want to say, is when I really started listening, like 2018, 2019, it was all wrestling. I listened to nothing but wrestling podcasts. It was mostly all Conrad podcasts. But nowadays, like, I still have them in my feed and they still come up, but I can't tell you the last time I listened to Jeff Jarrett's show and honestly, the only one I've listened to recently was the first episode when Bruce Pritchard was back on Something to Wrestle. Because that was kind of like, I wanted to see what was going on there.
I think those are the only episodes of Conrad stuff that I've listened to, and I think I listened to 2 of them on the planes to and from John Cena's last match.
No, that makes sense, honestly. And I listen to Busted Open, but that's mostly to like follow what's going on in wrestling. Honestly, like, I listened to the half-hour podcast version of Busted Open. I don't think I could sit through 4 hours of Busted Open, but 30 minutes, tell me what happened on Dynamite last night, actually pretty okay.
As someone who used to listen to the 4-hour show because he had Sirius XM radio whenever he was delivering packages for Amazon, I would suggest that if you listen to 4 hours of Busted Open daily, to go see a health professional, get yourself on some medication.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise it. I feel like that's.
I mean, unless they have a row of guests where you're like, I don't have to listen to Dave LaGreca scream into a microphone with like 2 other people for like 4.5 hours. Like, if he has a ton of guests lined up, like WrestleMania week or something where it's like Radio Row or whatever, and you're just going to get a bunch of guests come in, maybe listen to those episodes because it is cool to get like short little interviews with people. But like, if it's like a random Tuesday in July, I'm out.
Yeah, LaGreca's rough, man. Like, that's a lot to listen to that dude. That's why I don't really do the Busted Open thing. I'm not really.
That's valid.
I'm not really a big bully guy either. But yeah, I mean, my new job, I spend half the day on phone calls, and then I spend a lot of time in like a team video. So I don't. A lot of times during the workday, I'm just listening to like instrumental or like light music just to have on in the background. So I don't get to listen to a ton of stuff. So I listen to like the Daily Morning Show podcast out of the rock station in Philly. I listen to Howard Stern. I listen to stuff that my friends do. And I still listen to Pod Meets World, the Boy Meets World podcast. That's pretty much the primary of what I listen to anymore.
How's that show?
The Pod Meets World?
Yes.
Oh, it's great. I love it. Like, because it's Topanga, Sean, and Eric. And
yeah, because Ben Savage doesn't talk to any of them, right?
Yeah, that's the whole weird thing. But they're finally up to the watch along, like, or like the rewatch of the final season of Boy Meets World.
Oh.
Then they're going to do Girl Meets
World. That makes sense.
And then after that, I think they're just gonna like do a new TV show that they watch an episode a week of, because they love doing the podcast with each other, which I absolutely love that for them. So
So similarly to that one that I used to listen to a lot, and the only reason I haven't listened to it in a few months at this point is because I was trying to rewatch the episodes along before listening to the podcast of this, because it's like one of those, like, every episode they're covering an episode of the TV show. So I was trying to like kind of follow along and watch, but I just haven't. I kind of just fell off on it, haven't had the time. But it's the Full House podcast, the one that the girl who played Stephanie and the girl who played Kimmy Gibbler do
Oh
together.
yeah. Is that
Howard
good?
and Tannerino's. Fantastic.
So that's
Absolutely fantastic.
Jodie
that's-
Sweetin and Andrea Barber.
Yes. And they are hilarious together. If you're a Full House fan, can't
I
recommend that podcast enough.
unapologetically love Jodie Sweetin.
Yes. Remember when she was like the host of that weird like dancing show on Fuse? It was like,
Yes.
I don't remember the name of it. It was
so
like,
you think you can dance?
No. It was like this weird like striptease thing. It was weird. But she was the host, so she didn't striptease.
Probably would have had more episodes if she did.
No kidding.
Yeah. So now that we've gotten our podcast conversation out of the way, we have a fun one for you. We're going to talk about what happened this past week.
I love your
'cause-
t-shirt, Jim.
Oh yes, absolutely love it.
Awesome.
My wife and I, we finished season 4. This is her first time going through the show.
Okay.
We started on January 2nd, and we have watched through the first 4 seasons up till today. We'll probably finish the show this weekend, and then I haven't watched the documentary yet. Unlike
Yeah,
the
me
making.
neither.
So because I'm like, at this point I might as well save that until we finish the show, and then she and I can watch it together. But yeah, I loved the addition of the radio station in season 5. And
Yes.
the logo's great. So I don't know if you had known this, but like there was a radio company in the UK that, like, between them, I think it was like Global UK and Stranger Things, they actually made a WSQK radio station that played for the 6 weeks like leading up to the January
No
1st.
way.
And then it went off air, but like there was YouTube channels that like recorded the audio. So if you go on and search like WSQK, it literally has like the full audio of the squawk, even like the last day that it was on air. And
That's very cool.
dude, it was really, really cool because like they had like 2 hosts that would like trade off shifts, and it's just some of the best music ever. I mean, it's really fantastically done. So I do recommend it
Nice.
if you check it out.
Yeah, I'll look for that on YouTube. That's very cool.
All right. So we have some wrestling to talk about because some stuff happened this week, and then we have
did.
obviously some bracket talk because that started last week.
Yep.
I guess, where do we want to start? Joe also has a topic, but to be fair, I don't remember.
It was. I didn't really say what it was. So
I'm definitely Jordan flu game over here. So I don't fucking remember. My brain's fried. I think we should talk about the bracket, then do the game, and then close with kind of previewing the future of 2026 because there were some shakeups this week.
Yeah, and honest to God, let's get the bracket out of the way. And
While
then,
Joe's awake.
And like,
Valid.
God forbid you hit the wall. We at
Yeah,
least get
valid.
that out of the way.
So
in case we all hit a wall.
So we'll just do the first round then. We'll make it easy. We'll do 2 rounds next week, and then we'll get to the Elite 8 and go from there. All right. Last week, Ash by Elegance won the play-in game over Penta. She unfortunately gets the never seen 17. I don't think this one's going to be hard for any of us. It's John Cena versus Ash by Elegance.
John
Yeah,
Cena.
that's yeah.
That, my friend, is what we like to call a sweep. Next up, the winner of this gets John Cena. It is Alexa Bliss taking on the Proto Star, Kyle Fletcher. This one is interesting because Kyle Fletcher had a pretty damn good 2025.
He really did. Honestly,
He may not have won a lot of votes on our show.
But can we be real here, right? I love Alexa Bliss. Great looking overall with her comeback, and obviously it's amazing to have her back in the ring. But other than the tag team thing with Charlotte, what did she really do last year?
She did return in the Rumble, had a strong showing in the Rumble. Yeah, look, I think Alexa Bliss had a great year. But absolutely, I think it's Fletcher. Santana just won the TNA championship.
Out comes Nick Nemeth.
Yeah, now we wait to see.
Now we wait for Nick Nemeth.
Now, I don't know how hard of an out they have at 11 o'clock because it is 10:59.
Oh well, so, they might have a hard out.
But we will see here.
All right, next up, it is the current Ring of Honor World Champion Bandito versus the EST of the PSD of the LMNOP, the one and only Bianca Belair.
I don't even remember the last time Bianca Belair wrestled.
When she fucked her hand up because she's been out with
she wrestled at Mania and that was it, right?
She's been out most of the year.
I was gonna say I think it was shortly after Mania she like her finger or something, the nerve or something, and her finger got fucked up.
I'm not gonna say that if she had been around the whole year that it would still be Bandito no matter what. I think he'd have a very strong case, but obviously we don't know what the rest of Bianca's year might have looked like. She might have won the women's title from Jade, or formed the tag team with Charlotte. No, wait, Alexa did that. But I'm just saying, she could have had a busy year. We don't know. But given what we do know, Bandito is the obvious answer.
Yeah, I like Bandito a lot.
The tag team with Brody King being the Ring of Honor World Champion for most of the year.
I loved that tag team. That was one of my favorite one of my favorite things AEW has done in 4 years.
Makes sense. Next up, I don't think this one's going to be that difficult either. It's Hiroki Goto versus Angelo Dawkins of the Street Profits.
The fuck? How did Angelo Dawkins end up on here?
Because they won the SmackDown tag titles, and there was a month where they got ranked in the top 4, which got them 20 points, and the cutoff to qualify was 15 points.
So they're both in here separately.
Correct.
It's got to be. You said Goto?
Yeah, he won the IWGP title.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be Goto.
He's in the Street Fighter movie along with Roman and Cody, and
that's gotta be Goto.
That's gotta be Goto.
Next up, a battle of the mid cards in the WWE Women's Division. Former Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria versus current U.S. Champion Giulia.
I feel like Lyra generally was made to look like she mattered more than Giulia has overall.
I agree. I think Giulia had a huge introduction,
and
then they just had no clue what they wanted to do with her.
The stop and start did her no favors.
Yeah. But Lyra has been involved with some of the heaviest hitters in the women's division all year, and she was kind of stumbled at first, not gonna lie. It didn't seem great at the start, but she has very quickly caught up to the class, and she's fantastic.
I'm trying to see what the front half of Giulia's year looked like before, because she did win the NXT title at Vengeance Day. She beat Bayley, Cora Jade, Roxanne Perez. lost the title at Roadblock in a title versus title match to Stephanie Vaquer. Lost a 4-way at Stan and I Can't Feel My Liver. She was in Money in the Bank. She beat Zelina Vega on the June 27th Friday Night SmackDown and kept the title until November. I said stop and start not knowing that was a 6-month title run. By the
Yeah.
way.
How forgettable was that? And how sad is that?
I mean, to be fair, let's listen to the matches that she had since she won the title. On Friday Night SmackDown, she defended in a rematch against Zelina Vega. That was on August 1st, so that was already a month later.
Right.
Had 3 on house shows in the end of August. Defended it against Michin on the September 5th show, so a month after the Zelina Vega match. Then had 2 tag matches with Kiana James in the end of September and early October. And then lost it in her next defense, November fucking 7th against Chelsea Green.
Okay. Yeah.
She had 3 to 4 defenses in 6 months.
Yeah.
But we're supposed to care about the mid-card title.
Right.
Cool. I'm going with Lyra Valkyria.
Yes.
Next up, the other half of the Street Profits, Montez Ford versus Charlotte Flair.
I'll go with Charlotte Flair personally.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like, I get like there were some title wins on for both of them. Like I just don't feel like either had the strongest of years, but Charlotte felt like Charlotte for the first time in a long time. So I'll give Charlotte the edge here.
Even in the tag division, it felt like this was the first time in a couple years where it was like, this is Charlotte Flair. Like even the match against Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania Viva Las Vegas. Like you were like, oh, okay, cool. Next up, it is, and I typoed this not on purpose, but I got auto corrected. John Moxley, even though it says John Mosley on the on the app, he takes on a guy who is winding it down. 2026 will be the final year for the phenomenal AJ Styles. That is John Moxley's opponent in this part of the bracket. I can tell you right now, if this was the end of 2026, AJ Styles probably wins this in a landslide for me. But John Moxley probably had the better 2025.
Yeah, I mean, AJ had that like surprise tag title run with Dragon Lee.
And the great match against Cena at Clash, but like
besides that, it felt like he didn't really do anything else.
No, I feel like half the year he wasn't even around.
So yeah, I'm going Mox on this one.
All right, John Mosley.
Yeah, I mean, plus like whether you are a fan of what he's doing or not, you can't deny that Moxley is basically the main guy in AEW.
Right.
Well, I won't say he's the main guy, but he's in that conglomeration. No pun intended.
Hey.
And the last, I think it's the last matchup on this part of the bracket, the 2 seed in this bracket, Dominic Mysterio, the current Intercontinental and AAA Mega Champion, taking on former IWGP Heavyweight Champion Zack Sabre Jr.
Dang.
I mean, I'm going to tell you right now that I don't know that anybody had a bigger year stateside than Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, no.
It's hard to realistically, between the work that he put in AAA whenever WWE took that over, going down there, winning the championship, making fans forget about Alberto El Patron, who that was all we heard whenever they bought AAA was, oh my God, what are they gonna do with Alberto? Because he's like this hot thing over there, and it didn't matter. Dom made him forget about him real quick. The stuff with Cena losing the title to him, getting it back at Survivor Series, 2 really good matches. I know he's dinged up right now, and that's why we haven't seen him. I'm worried how much of 2026 is he going to miss.
Yeah.
So I think when I look at what happened in 2025, and I'm just going to compare the two of them. Zack had a really good year, and I'm not trying to discredit anything that Zack Sabre Jr. does inside the ring. But Dominic Mysterio took a leap this year that puts him as one of the mega players in professional wrestling.
Yeah. I think Dom had a tremendous year.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a darn shame that he got hurt.
Yeah.
The best Mysterio in wrestling.
Well, potentially soon to be the only Mysterio in wrestling.
Crazy, right?
Wait, what?
Well, Ray
ain't going to wrestle forever.
Although I did hear
disagree, sir.
You bite your tongue, asshole.
All right, Juventud Guerrera, chill the fuck out.
I did see like some rumors. I don't know if they were ever founded or not. That Dom's sister may be kicking the tires on a wrestling career.
So what? It's going to be her and Buddy Matthews versus Rhea Ripley and Io Sky in a loser loves the winner match because what the fuck. All right, top half of the bracket that will face the winner of the John Cena bracket in the semis. This is led off by the Hangman Adam Page taking on Shawn Spears.
What?
Spears? I mean, it's got to be Hangman Page, right?
Yeah, it's an easy one. Come on.
Texas Death.
Yeah.
Good luck beating that guy.
Yeah, he had a heck of a year.
Yeah. We'll get into that a little bit later whenever we actually have to start making arguments for some of these guys.
Yeah, we're in the easy stage right now.
Exactly. Next up, the 8-9 matchup on this half of the bracket. Blake Monroe / Mariah May versus Stephanie Vaquer.
Oh.
Steph.
See, you say that.
I know, it did.
But I'm going to counter it, and I'm going to tell you that Mariah May was in the greatest women's feud of all time this year.
Dude,
against Toni Storm? That was this year?
It was.
That was like 3 years ago.
No, they had the Hollywood ending at Revolution in February. The culmination of that feud was February or March of 2025.
I don't know. It feels like a long time ago. It's Stephanie Vaquer.
Now I'm gonna look it up.
Man, now that was definitely last year.
I want to actually look up what her. So, the Hollywood ending took place on March the 9th. She was the champion going into 2025. Lost it at Grand Slam Australia and then lost the Hollywood ending. And then 3 months later, she showed up at NXT.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you be the tiebreaker. Give me Mariah / Blake. This is like it really is a coin toss.
This one really feels like it's the closest first round matchup we've had so far.
So far, easily. This may end up being one of the closer matchups of the whole tournament.
You're not wrong, and that's kind of where it's like. I'm looking at Steph's 2025, and it sucks that now that she's dinged up also. But I want to see, the stuff with Nikki Bella was okay. The Raquel Rodriguez stuff was okay.
Right.
She won the title at WrestlePalooza from Vacant after Liv Morgan got hurt. I think the only reason, She was in the Rumble. Yeah, I mean, she beat Julia for the title when she was the double champ, and then kind of just gave up the North American title. This one's hard. This one's actually extremely difficult.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
this one stinks. I mean, like, because it's difficult.
it really is, because I do think that Toni Storm and Mariah May, Blake Monroe, is arguably the greatest women's feud of all time.
Right.
And maybe because it was the culmination of the feud, but it wasn't the entire feud. Maybe that'll lean me towards Steph. Like, if they had that match, like if that entire feud was all of this year combined into like 6 months, and then she ended up in WWE a month later, like, I think that may change my opinion, but I'm gonna go with Steph. I think I've talked myself into it,
Okay.
but really extremely hard to pick a winner there.
Yeah.
Next up, one that I don't think will be all that difficult: Tiffany Stratton versus Solo Sikoa.
Tiffy time.
I love you, Solo.
Really?
I just wanted to say it, but yeah, why not?
Well, that's fair.
All right, because I was about to say, this is definitely Steph. This is definitely Tiffany Stratton.
I was like, well, also too, because Mike doesn't get to break a lot of these, so like, I'll throw him a bone every
That's
once in
fair.
a while.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need to break ties in the first round. It's the first round. Jeff Harvey versus Tatum Paxley.
I don't know who one of those people is.
Tatum Paxley is the now former NXT Women's Champion. She beat JC Jane for the title for like a month and a half. Had some really good matches with Izzy Dame, and they were a tag team for a little while as well before she got kicked out of the Calling, which is Sean Spears' cult group.
And Jeff Harvey is Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, that I knew.
Mike Adamle, baby.
I understood that reference.
Yeah, because they've had a couple of like tag runs.
They won the NXT tag titles. They're the current TNA tag champions. Have been the TNA tag champs for a while.
If you count the fact that the NXT tag titles are WWE tag titles, they're the only tag team to have been WWE tag team champions in the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s.
And I think there's a realistic shot they could actually win a set of actual tag titles on one of the main rosters before the end of 2026.
I could totally see them as like SmackDown tag team champions.
Definitely possible.
And like then them versus the Guns or like whoever, like that's a thing.
Fraxium.
Yes, let's go.
Give me Jeff Harvey.
Do you think Triple H thinks British people are ugly? Because he keeps putting them in masks.
It's
why?
possible.
Why? Who else is going in a mask?
Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
Well, they just needed people to play the Americanos.
Yeah, ugly people that should be wearing masks.
I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off there. Tyler Bate is not an ugly man.
I know. I don't think so, but I think Triple H might be homophobic towards British people.
I would agree that Triple H is probably most likely homophobic.
How? He had a teammate and best friend who literally walked around in assless chaps for a living.
Well, that's true.
Okay, we don't talk about China like that.
Assless, if we're being fair.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
It's like a hot water heater.
All right. Next up, JC Jane versus Zelina Vega. JC multi-time NXT Women's Champion. Zelina Vega had the U.S. title run that she inevitably lost to
Julia. Man, this is low key a tough one. I'm gonna go JC Jane because I feel like They were two surprising reigns, but I feel like JC's felt like it meant more.
She's definitely been more important on NXT than Zelina Vega ever was until Aleister Black came back on
Yeah.
SmackDown. Joseph?
Who did Jim take?
JC Jane.
Sure.
All right. Clean sweep. Next up, we have the other member of the Hardly Boys, Matt Hardy versus Harley Cameron, current AEW Women's Tag Team Champion.
Yo, she was like one of my favorite things in pro wrestling last year. She gets my vote.
Harley Cameron rocks, man. 1000%.
CEO. CEO. With the fucking puppet. Oh, it's so good.
So good.
Harley Cameron with the first upset of the bracket. She was the lower seed. Next up, it is Gabe Kidd versus Phil from Chicago.
Good old Phil. I gotta go Phil, man. I got to. First off, he went a calendar year without getting hurt.
Yeah.
So good on him. And a couple of world title wins. His wife comes back to wrestling. Yeah, it's got to be Phil. Also, complete sidebar. Did you see his new tattoo?
Yes.
Oh,
did you see her post on Instagram?
Man, I did.
Right at the heart.
Oh, absolutely gut wrenching, man.
Joseph, Gabe Kidd, or Phil from Chicago?
Definitely Punk.
Clean sweep for Phil. And the last on this half of the bracket, it is Raquel Rodriguez versus the Ring retirer, Gunther.
Good.
I'd pay to watch that match.
I would pay to watch that match, but it's got to be Gunther, man.
Yeah.
Went into WrestleMania as the champion, loses the title, goes away for a couple months, comes back, wins the tournament, and then retires John Cena.
Yep.
Yeah.
If I could somehow get Gunther winning a world title between now and WrestleMania, and then Raquel winning the men's Royal Rumble, just put it right in my veins.
Right.
I'll put something in your veins.
Jeez.
Or what if we actually save that for the Saudi Arabia Mania?
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the left side of the bracket. Your matchups for next week: John Cena versus Kyle Fletcher, Bandito versus Hiroki Goto, Lyra Valkyria versus Charlotte Flair, and Dom Mysterio versus John Moxley in that bracket. Then you have Adam Hangman Page versus Stephanie Vaquer, Tiffany Stratton versus Jeff Harvey, JC Jane versus Harley Cameron, and CM Punk versus Gunther. We now go to the bracket of death over on the right side of the bracket. First up, Seth Franklin Rollins, Kairi Sane.
Man, Seth had injury time, but I feel like he also had one of the best matches of the year. Won the world title, right? Yeah, because he
cashed in. He cashed in and then got hurt again.
Even with the injuries, I'm going Seth.
Yeah,
I would say that Seth probably clears here, but it gets a lot harder for him to make a run deep into this side of the bracket. Next up, the person that will face Seth Rollins, it'll either be current SmackDown Women's Champion Jade Cargill or Seth's wife, the current Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch.
Guys, we have the chance to do the funniest thing here. I'm voting Becky Lynch.
Husband versus wife.
Come on. We're never going to get that chance with Charlotte versus Andrade. They're not even married anymore.
They are not even married anymore.
He doesn't even go here.
Mike,
who else is married?
AJ Lee and Phil from Chicago.
Mike, I will let you determine if we're going to do the funniest thing ever. So I will go Jade Cargill.
Is that because you don't want to do it, or because you just want to put the ball in my court?
Yes.
Because my issue is, did Jade Cargill really have that great of a year? Like, I get she won the title, but Tiffany was also severely dinged up and needed time off. You had to put the Bianca Belair feud on the back burner because of the injury to Bianca. Naomi got pregnant.
Mhm.
Like, people that she should have been feuding with and against, like, all kind of just got ravished by injury. And like, she won the title, and then she's defended against like BFAB and Michin.
Right.
It just feels like it's been lazy. I mean, at least with Becky Lynch, I get it. She lost to Maxine Dupree, but like that built a whole story out of it, and it was a lot of entertainment going on there. She had the good match with her husband against Punk and AJ in AJ's return match, and the War Games match. Low key, she was a big piece in that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set up Joe's fantasy. I am gonna go with the wife. I'll take the Ma, Becky Lynch. Next up, this one feels easy to me, but I could be wrong. It's Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest.
I mean, I feel like it's Cody Rhodes, like you're right, but no, Damian Priest. Damian Priest is weird. Damian Priest is like that wrestler where, like, I'm trying to think of someone I can compare him to from like the '90s or the 2000s, but it's like he's like fetch. Like they keep trying to make Damian Priest happen, but it's just not like.
So he's Mikey Whipwreck in ECW.
I feel like Mikey was even more over. Like that's the thing. I feel like he's that wrestler that like you're being told that you should care about him, that he's a major star, but the audience is always just kind of like not actually connected to him. Does that make
The
sense?
the Miz.
Kinda, but the Miz was at least meant to be an asshole, so like you didn't have to connect to him. It's almost like who am I trying to think of? Heidenreich's coming to my mind, and I don't even know if that's the right example.
No,
But like,
Heidenreich was a psychopath.
r- I'm trying to think of like a good guy where it was like it just never, the connection just never really happened.
Jimmy Wang Yang.
There you go. That's what. Oh, you know what? JBL as a face. Remember when they first tried breaking up the APA when they first did the Raw SmackDown separate rosters?
Yes.
And he was trying to be like good guy JBL. He was just Bradshaw. He was just in his black tights and throwing clotheslines from hell, but
Yep.
like smiling. And it was weird. And it was like, right. It was like, okay, so you're telling me he might be a main eventer, but I don't care.
I'm sorry. What was this matchup? I was dealing with a bill.
I
Cody
don't know why
Rhodes
that was
versus
funny to me.
Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest.
Oh, Cody Rhodes.
But tell me I didn't just describe Damian Priest in a nutshell.
You absolutely did. Yeah, sorry. We made a I'll show it here on the video because I'm sure. Joe
Yes,
can
the
see
greatest
it.
shirt of all time.
We we made a Dilberg
Oh my god.
for and it is live on the 3CTT public store. So head over there while it's still there. I'm sure it'll get taken down, copyright struck from somebody. But I wanted to go on and get a sticker.
Yes,
I'm
100%.
like, I don't need a Dilberg t-shirt, but I'm
That's
like,
hilarious.
I also want to buy a couple of other things. So I got a Hawkins, Indiana shirt in the font of the Stranger Things logo. And when I was trying to check out, it wasn't letting me check out. So I was dealing with that for a minute. That's why I wasn't realized what
Panic
meant.
set in.
I was like, what the fuck? But must have, so I checked out with PayPal, so it worked out better anyways.
No, all right. Plus there. Next up, the now former TNA heavyweight champion Frankie Kazarian versus current AEW tag champion Bob Lashley.
Oh, Bob. Bobby. I mean, I feel like Lashley spent a lot of time hurt this year,
That's fascinating whenever he's in a team called the Hurt Syndicate.
right? I'm gonna go Kazarian, who had 70-year-old Frankie Kazarian as a world champion in 2025.
Yeah, I was listening to a little bit of an interview with him the other day, and he was talking about how like it was cool that he was the world champion right now because he was there like at the beginnings, and I was like, oh shit. Frankie Kazarian was there at like the beginnings of TNA, wasn't he? He was
Oh, and
in like the X division.
for the record, I was 1,000% wrong. He's not current tag team champion. They lost the titles in August.
Oh, I'll be darned.
FTR are the current tag champs.
I
missed the whole Brody King Bandito title run in between there.
details.
Flu game. Joseph, Robert W. Lashley or Frankie P. Kazarian?
I'll take Lashley. Why not?
All right, Kazarian moves on because you can't be hurt with a song that says "We hurt people."
It is
It's a
counterproductive.
horrible song.
It's catchy. It's a catchy fucking tune.
It is.
Yeah,
terrible.
so's chlamydia, but I don't want that either.
Oh, people keep catching it.
They do.
Next up, it is the now 7-belt Monet. I don't know what she has left. Mercedes Monet versus the now new TNA champion, Mike Santana.
Okay, so he had the one title win for like half a second.
4 minutes and 8 seconds, I think, was about how long he held the title for.
No offense to former and now current TNA champion, but whether we like it or not, 2025 was a year of Mercedes.
To be fair, it was a day and a half title run, but you get the point.
Yeah.
I just really don't like Mercedes Monet, so I'm gonna vote for the other guy.
I think we can get her out later in this bracket and make it make a lot more sense. For that, I guess I will go with Mercedes Monet.
All right.
Next up, it's everybody's favorite person to believe in. It's Joe Hendry versus current WWE Women's Tag Champ and former Raw Women's Champion, Io Sky.
Oh,
Dude, Io had what I think was one of the best matches of the year, and had a strong year outside of that. I gotta lean Io here.
yeah. I. So the thing with Joe Hendry that's kind of cool is every time he shows up, it feels like it matters. Like it feels like it's special. It's unexpected. So that's kind of cool. But Io has literally been one of the biggest stars in WWE for all of 2025. I mean, like, there's no denying that. There's no denying her. So yeah, no, I think absolutely Io.
Yeah, Io was going to be my pick no matter what. The triple threat match, obviously, at WrestleMania was fantastic. The triple threat match that she lost the title at Evolution to Naomi, I thought was also great. Joe Hendry's fun. 2026 will be a big year for him to determine on where he goes inside WWE. So I think that's where I stand on that one. Next up, Trick Willie, aka Trick Williams, taking on one half of the Inspiration, Jesse McKay.
Oh man, this is actually kind of a tough one, but I gotta go with my instinct. I feel like this is Trick Willie.
I mean, he did hold the TNA title for like 2 months.
Yeah.
My man held the TNA title for 2 months while being on an NXT roster. Give that man his flowers.
Whoop that trick. Last matchup in this half of the right side of the bracket, Dragon Lee gets murdered by Konosuke Takeshita.
Yes.
So we've been saying it wrong all this time, right? Because it's not whoop that trick. It's got to be whoop that trick. Because otherwise, you're saying beat trick up. You have to have the comma in there. It's like it's beat that trick, not beat that trick. I'm sorry. What was the question?
Takeshita or Dragon Lee?
Oh, Dragon Lee. What? You could break the tie. It's fine.
I'm very confused.
I wanted to give him a sympathy vote. You don't watch Big Brother. You don't understand.
There's giving somebody a sympathy vote, and then there's like, hey, you rode AJ Styles' coattails to 14 points and qualified for a bracket that you're going to get murdered in the first round.
Yeah, but also his sister had a great year.
What's her name?
AJ Lee.
No, that was her tag team name.
It was both. It was in honor of his sister.
Oh, okay. All right. First round matchup in the final lower half of the bracket. Timeless Tony Storm versus Asuka.
Man.
It's Tony.
Yeah,
It's Tony.
It's Tony.
I mean, not only
I,
did the
like
conclusion of the Mariah May storyline take place at the beginning of the year, but she stayed and then had great matches with
yeah,
other members of the roster, including losing the title to Chris Statlander.
and she stayed relevant after losing the title, which I
Got
think
in the
was
tag
always
title picture
right.
with Mina Shirakawa, was in the
Like,
finals against the Babes of Wrath.
I feel like that's always a question with someone who becomes so synonymous with a title is like, what's going to happen? Like when Samoa Joe first lost the ROH world title in like 05, where it's like, what's going to happen with this guy? All I know him as is a champion. You
I
know,
mean,
so the fact that she still had a great run after that, I think props.
we all knew that she'd still be around. It was just, how is she going to reinvent herself without the belt?
Right.
The 8-9 matchup, Brody King versus Absolute Ricky Saints.
Oh. I'm gonna go Saints here.
Who is it? What were the choices?
Brody King or Ricky Saints?
I have not watched much NXT, so I can't speak to my own personal opinion on Ricky Saints. I've read a lot of discourse on Reddit and places where it sounds like people aren't as impressed with him as they thought they were going to be, or he doesn't really feel like he's as over as he maybe should be. Whereas, again, I almost forgot who his opponent was. I'm sorry.
Brody King.
Brody King. I loved Brodito. Like if I'm gonna give Bandito a ton of credit for that, I got to give Brody King a ton of credit too. So I'm gonna take Brody King.
I will break the tie with the guy who held the NXT title for 5 months or 4 months. Absolute Ricky Starks. Ricky Saints. This one should be fairly cakewalky. It is Kenny Omega versus Suri.
Who?
The girl who won the IWGP Women's title, I think, at Wrestle Kingdom last year.
Yeah, the only Suri I know is about to be on season 50 of Survivor. So not her, the other guy.
All right, Kenny Omega moves on. Next up,
with his like 2 matches.
They were fun matches. Next up, it is the other half of the Hurt Syndicate, Shelton Benjamin. He's taking on Dustin Rhodes.
You know what? A couple of surprise title wins, a couple of banger matches. Give me old Dustin.
They call him the Natural.
Sure, why not?
I mean, it didn't matter if he took Shelton Benjamin. I was taking Dustin Rhodes because I felt like his flash wins and his runs with the TNT belt and the Ring of Honor 6-man tag and the Ring of Honor tag titles was a fun little caveat to that part of his career. I know we talked earlier that Stephanie Vaquer versus Blake Monroe might be the toughest first round matchup of the entire bracket. I see that, and I raise you Rhea Ripley versus Naomi.
Shit.
I know, honestly, Naomi wins this if she doesn't end up leaving like 4 months in for great reason, but that's it. Like she has like 4 great months, whereas I think Rhea had a really great 12 months, honestly. So
To,
I think
to,
Rhea.
to be fair, Naomi's last match was August 3rd.
Okay, well, it felt shorter. Um, I still give it to Rhea though. Rhea, because like again, it's not like Rhea wasn't around then for those next 4 months. You know what I mean? And in a big way too.
Nah, give me Naomi, dog.
Bless you.
I'm gonna tell Rhea you said that.
Good. I hope she takes it out on me.
Naomi was involved in a good match against Jade Cargill WrestleMania Saturday. Short,
That's not
but
always
good.
easy to do, by the way.
Was then involved in a really good triple threat match at Evolution, and then had the same dance partners when she retained the title before she had to vacate it. You know. Oh, and for the record, she also pulled double duty at Evolution because that's when she cashed in Money in the Bank, which she won, and lost a second match to Jade Cargill.
That's right. Forgot about that.
So she wins Money in the Bank. She has 2 good matches against Jade Cargill, something that not everyone can do. And she wins the title. She cashes in. She has 1 successful title defense. I'm trying to talk this out in my head because this really feels like it's a lot closer than.
Yeah, this is another tough one.
Because Rhea did start the year as women's champion. She won it on the episode of Raw to start Netflix. Lost it in February to Io. Obviously was involved in the 2 triple threat matches. Was involved in Money in the Bank. Didn't win it. Oh, man. This one's hard. And then just after Naomi left, and then I think this is where I'm going to try to, what did Rhea do after she left? That was the primary start of the Io tag team. She was involved in War Games, lost a fatal 4-way at a house show in Japan. And I think I'm gonna rely on this pick just because of how important the year of 2025 was to the character. I think I'm gonna go Naomi. And I think it's not because I don't think Rhea had a great year, because I do think she did. But without the first 8 months of 2025, I don't know that we ever get this Naomi.
Yeah.
Like, this was important for her to come back when she does come back to play this role again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 3 matchups left. Next up, Jey Uso versus the now current TBS champion, Willow Nightingale.
You said wait, Jey Uso
Jey
versus Willow
Uso,
Nightingale.
Willow Nightingale.
Rumble, world title,
Yeah.
tag title.
Does his entrance like 6 times a night.
Yeah. It's hard to not say Jey Uso here. It's Jey Uso.
Yeah.
Let's run it back. It's just me with my brother. All right, Adam Cole versus the other half of the Inspiration, Cassie Lee.
Wait, Adam Cole?
Yeah, he had the title till y'all in.
Oh, I forgot that he wrestled it last year.
He wrestled. He had the title till y'all in, and that's where he. Because I remember we were sitting at your birthday.
Yeah.
And that's when Tim brought up the stream because we were wrapping up, getting ready to go back to your place to watch the rest of the show and watch Saturday Night's Main Event. His last match was a 6-man tag match with the rest of the Paragon against the Don Callis family of Kyle Fletcher, Rocky Romero, and Trent Beretta back in July. He defeated Daniel Garcia at Dynasty in April of 2025 to win the title.
I don't know if it's a sympathy vote or a respect vote or whatever, but I'm going to go Adam Cole.
Joseph?
Sure. Yeah, why not? Well, we're never going to get to vote for him again, so.
No, because he's inevitably going to get eliminated by the guy that I think is going to make a severe run through this bottom half of the bracket. Liv Morgan takes on the ruler, Oba Femi.
Oba Femi. I love Little
Yeah.
Liv, but come on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so next week, the brackets look like this. Seth Rollins versus Becky Lynch, Cody Rhodes versus Kazarian, Mercedes Moné versus Io Sky, Konosuke Takeshita versus Trick Williams, Tony Storm versus Ricky Saints, Kenny Omega versus Dustin Rhodes, Naomi versus Jey Uso.
Oh.
That's a family affair.
That is a
That
family
is.
affair.
Bloodline Civil War.
And then the last one, Adam Cole. Adam Cole gets murdered by Oba Femi.
Oh, poor guy.
All right, so not only is his in-ring career over, but his run in our brackets over.
Yeah, well, you had a good run.
Death. All right, that's the brackets.
Joe, you want to do your game?
Do you guys want to do that or you want to save it? It's up to you.
I'm in. Let's do it. I have energy for 5 minutes
go.
of my life.
Let's run it.
All right, cool. So I'm going to name a main event match, and you're going to tell me what pay-per-view it's from.
Ooh, okay.
Come on, Great Balls of Fire. Come on, Great Balls of Fire.
And why don't we play it like this? And Mike, if you don't mind keeping score. First of all, whoever say your name first, that's your buzz in, you go in. Whoever gets to, what do you guys want to say? Whoever gets to 5?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So here's your first one. Okay.
Yep.
All right. It's Mankind versus Triple H versus Stone Cold Steve Austin for the WWF Championship.
Are we going to have to name the year?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. First a 1.
Yeah. Mike.
Yes.
Armageddon 98.
Incorrect.
Fuck.
Unforgiven 99
is incorrect.
Damn it.
This was the main event with special guest referee Jesse Ventura.
Fuck.
At SummerSlam 1999.
Damn it.
Left out that Ventura part on purpose.
I did leave that out on purpose. You are
Thermite
correct.
paint, McMahon.
All right. You guys ready for the next one? See if we
do
get
it.
somebody on the board here. All right. The main event. It is Akeem, the Big Boss Man, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, King Haku, and the Red Rooster taking on Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, ooh yeah, Hercules Hernandez, Coco Beware, and Hillbilly Jim.
Mike,
Yes,
Survivor Series 88.
that's correct.
There you go. I was like, what year Survivor Series
It
is
was one of the first 2 years because I know there's 1 year in there where they take all the survivors and put them in a match. And I was like,
Yes, I
oh
love
God.
that one. That was one of my all-time favorite, like at the time. I guess that doesn't actually work. All-time favorite at the time isn't a correct sentence. Anyway, okay, all right. You guys ready for the next one?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Main event. The last man standing match for the
Just
WWE Championship.
Joe's favorite match.
Triple H versus Randy Orton.
Royal Mania Summer Survivor, 2001 through 2020. Fuck.
I was gonna say there's a lot of options here.
The Jim.
Yes.
Night of Champions, 2006.
You're sort of close, but no.
Fuck.
So it feels like it's like Night of Champions a different year. Fuck. 07.
Right year, wrong show. It's No Mercy 07.
Fuck.
Yeah, that was a toughie. All right. Let's see. I got one for you. All right. All right. The next one. Singles match for the WWE Championship.
Did you just say Stingles?
I did, but I meant singles. It's
All right.
okay.
It's
All
gotta
right.
be Sting.
Triple H versus Edge.
Huh.
That feels like one of those fever dreams. Like, I don't remember that being an actual feud or match.
It doesn't even feel like it could happen because they were never on the same show because Triple H refused to work Thursdays.
Right.
Jim, Taboo
Yes.
Tuesday, 2003.
No.
I think that's a great guess. I'm gonna go Cyber Sunday 2009.
You were closer. It was 2008, and it was the Great American Bash.
Yeah, fuck that.
All right. All right. Let's see. I got you guys. Maybe I'll throw you a little bit of an easier one here. All right. All right. I got you. I'm also just going on Wikipedia and finding these, so you gotta give me a moment. Oh, okay. Singles match for the WWE Championship. Triple H versus Randy Orton.
I fucking hate you so much.
Crown Jewel 2074.
No way. I'm throwing you a softball on this one.
Night of Champions 07.
No. It's a WrestleMania.
I already guessed, so it's all Jim.
Fuck. Which WrestleMania? Which fucking WrestleMania? How do I not know this? Triple H versus Randy Orton. WrestleMania. Jesus Christ. 24.
25.
Oh, 20, 25.
God damn it.
Wait,
Because
okay, wait,
I remember everybody being like they should have closed with Flair versus Michaels
Yep.
after the spectacle that was.
Okay, wait.
Damn it.
Undertaker versus Roman Reigns, no holds barred match.
Mike, WrestleMania 33.
That is correct.
Yep.
WrestleMania roller coaster.
All right. Let's see. Hulk Hogan versus Sid Justice.
Jim,
Yes.
WrestleMania 8.
Yeah, we got Jim on the board.
I did it.
Joe's favorite
Yay.
WrestleMania.
I
right.
unapologetically love WrestleMania 8.
It's one of my literally is one of my favorite WrestleMania.
It is so good, and I love the venue.
All right. Singles match for the WWE Championship. CM Punk with Paul Heyman versus The Rock.
Wait. CM Punk versus The Rock.
Mike.
Yes.
Royal Rumble 2018.
Nope.
Fuck.
Wait. Royal Rumble 2013.
I think it's
Oh, you got
I think
you
it's-
got the right year.
Oh.
This was the main event at Elimination Chamber.
Was it really? I swore that match happened at Royal
Yep.
Rumble.
I did too.
No. And so they did wrestle at Royal Rumble, I'm pretty sure. I think this was the rematch. Because this says that The Rock went in as the champion defending against CM Punk.
So that was Punk's contractual rematch.
I think so, which I don't remember happening. Personally, I agree with you, but
Yeah.
that there was a rematch.
Yeah, let's see. Royal Rumble 20. I mean, technically, I wasn't wrong because the main event of Royal Rumble 2013 was The Rock defeating
You
CM
know,
Punk.
You're right. You're right. Okay, I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
All
He-
squared at 2.
There we go. Yeah, he had beat him.
What do you say? Next one wins.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Here we go. From the beautiful city of Boston, Massachusetts.
Ooh.
Austin, Massachusetts.
What?
Boston.
What?
Boston.
What?
All right. Sasha Banks versus Charlotte Flair for the WWE Raw Women's Championship in a Hell in a Cell match.
Oh,
Mike
fuck.
Hell in the Cell 2018.
That is incorrect.
Oh,
Fuck.
Jimothy?
Hell in a Cell 2019.
Ooh, wrong direction.
Damn it. Part of me was like, it's 2017. Say 2017.
It was 2016, believe it or
Oh
not.
wow.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I would
Because
not.
I was gonna be
would
wrong
not have
either way
guessed
then.
that.
Yeah, I would have just
Yeah.
guessed 17 after I guessed 18. I would have just doubled down on a year before that.
Right? All right. You guys ready? All right, we're gonna get a winner here. We got this. I believe in us, okay?
Bloodline rules.
WWE Universal Championship match. The champion, Brock Lesnar.
Oh god.
The challenger, Samoa Joe.
Mike.
Fuck.
Yes.
Great Balls of Fire.
Yes.
You didn't say the year. Great Balls of Fire
There was only one, you nerd.
2018.
It was only one.
For the record, Great Balls of Fire started as a joke earlier tonight because Jim and them on the 3CT show were talking about the
Great Balls of Fire.
Netflix having the package, the WWE package now.
all the pay-per-views.
Oh yeah.
And I looked and I was looking and I was like, oh my god, they have all the old like shows on there, including Great Balls of Fire, and I literally put that in their chat.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, Great Balls of Fire, gotta love it. All right, Jim, let's wrap this thing up with the news of the day, where we have a new champ.
Yeah. So Friday night SmackDown overseas, pre-taped. Probably one of the more surprising things that's happened. Unlikely things to have happened. First time since Brock Lesnar defeated Kofi Kingston, the WWE Championship changes on SmackDown.
So last time we changed it was the first show on Raw or on Fox.
On Fox, yeah. Drew McIntyre, your new WWE champion. Yeah, and obviously I don't need to go super long form here, but like, how does this impact the next couple of weeks? We get the Royal Rumble and then head towards Mania. We know that there's this short tournament thingy.
Qualifiers on SmackDown tomorrow during the day.
Yep, and then the finals on
next Saturday
at Saturday night's main event, and then the winner will face Drew at the Royal Rumble in Riyadh in 3 weeks, or in 2 weeks, excuse me.
Riyadh. That's if they get that stadium built fast enough.
You ain't kidding, man. That's looking sketchy at best.
So here's my biggest takeaway from this.
Okay.
I feel like by doing this, you just made 2 matches at WrestleMania important. Because
Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns.
Well, so not even it's not even the who he's fighting. Cody Rhodes doesn't need to have a title on the line for it to be a marquee, important, everyone's going to care about it match. I love Drew McIntyre. I don't know that I could say the same for Drew. And I'm thinking back to his absolutely great match with Damian Priest that honestly kind of didn't really matter at the end of the day. Like that feud, who's really spent a lot of time being like, yo, that feud was my favorite feud ever or whatever, you know? Like it was good, but it wasn't anything that was like super duper special. And I feel like that's the thing where like if you didn't put the title on Drew here, first of all, if you didn't put the title on Drew here, I don't know how realistically he could even challenge for a title again for a pretty long while because he's lost so many attempts at this point at it. But like, yeah, it was. This is definitely one of those things where it was like it was not I'm saying not that it was now or never, but it was definitely like it does a lot more for his standing in the company overall, and then kind of for the main event scene overall. Like this between that and having Jacob Fatu get involved this totally made SmackDown one of the more interesting brands to me in pro wrestling right now. Like, I don't even get to watch SmackDown. I don't have it on anything that I can get to watch it on Friday night. But I'm out there watching like the YouTube clips and stuff like that because I'm genuinely invested in what they have going on. And this is the first time I could say that in probably years about SmackDown.
I will piggyback on the Jacob Fatu thing here for a second. Jacob Fatu was sent by someone. He was sent by the tribal chief. This is how this sets up Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. I think you find out that Jacob is the assassin for Roman Reigns at Royal Rumble. I think he is going to be the Solo Sikoa of Roman Reigns's new version of the Bloodline. Not that he's going to have a full version of the Bloodline, but I do think that that's going to be the case. Because why else would he attack Cody Rhodes? Unless you're telling me that Cody Rhodes is the one who laid him out, but then you would think that that was Drew McIntyre based off of how he attacked Drew McIntyre at the beginning of that segment. Or we go back to that lowly night on Monday Night Raw where Roman Reigns said, "I'm coming for one of these. I just don't know which one yet."
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of people go back to that WrestleMania mail feed with the four guys sitting at a poker table going all in. Do you see CM Punk versus Roman Reigns? Do you see Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar? Me personally, I see Cody versus Roman, and Tim made the perfect remark to it. It's Rock Austin 3.
Yeah.
From Safeco, where they didn't have any titles. They just had the match. And I'm okay with that if that's what it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily know that we're getting CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar, but more on that later. That move was 100% the move to make if you're going to have Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns without a title. That is your night one main event. That is what you close night one with. Lock, stock, and two smoking barrels.
Mm-hmm.
You close night two with whatever you're doing with CM Punk for the world title. You let him have his real WrestleMania main event. Because to be fair with you, I don't think Drew McIntyre is going to hold the title going into WrestleMania. And if he does, or whoever beats him for it, I don't think that they're the main event of night two of WrestleMania.
Right.
And I don't think you're closing that show with that match to close the second of back-to-back WrestleManias in the same city.
Right.
So that being said, where do we go with what happens with the WWE Championship moving forward? This is just my thought process, obviously. Sammy wins his qualifying match tomorrow night. He wins the Fatal 4-Way in his home city of Montreal. He goes into Riyadh where everybody loves him. Sami Zayn's walking out of Riyadh with the world title.
I'd be down for that. 100% be down for that.
Sami Zayn walks into Viva Las Vegas with the world title. But guess who Sami Zayn's going to have to try to beat it at WrestleMania?
Becky Lynch.
Nope. The man that he's already danced with at WrestleMania. The man that he took a 666-day Intercontinental title run from.
Oh, shit. Okay.
We're getting the rematch. The Ring General either wins the Elimination Chamber or wins the Royal Rumble and takes the John Cena push and walks into Vegas to fight the guy to get revenge for the guy who took the Intercontinental title from him.
And to get a redemption win in Vegas, too.
Your night two opener. Gunther versus WWE champion Sami Zayn.
I dig it. There's no chance Kevin Owens healthy, right?
I swear to God, if he is, that would have been my 1,000% fucking
that's
move.
my thought. Is Sammy
wins it,
wins the title.
Kevin surprise return at the Rumble, wins the Rumble,
and wins the Rumble right after Sammy wins the title.
If that's the move, you could shut up and take my money,
dude. I'm locked in on that. Or hear me out, because I do like your idea of Sammy winning and getting the title in Riyadh. I think that's a great spot. I also think that could be a great spot for Drew to continue to get over as a heel to beat Sammy in Riyadh. But let's just I'm going to go with Sami Zayn winning the title in Riyadh. Chris Jericho wins the Rumble. And this probably isn't happening. I think this is just fun.
Kevin Owens is the special guest referee.
Wins the title wins the Rumble. Actually, I like that twist of it. Kevin Owens is the special referee and then gets Jericho back for the Festival of Friendship. Or Jericho wins the title night after Mania, Raw after Mania, Kevin Owens returns and goes after Jericho's title. All fun options there.
All hoping that we just get Kevin Owens back in some way, shape, or form in 2026.
Correct. I need a new Kevin Owens t-shirt, so I want him back.
Fight Owens, fight.
Yes, sir. But yeah, I mean, I think it was absolutely the right thing. Drew could not have taken a loss last week. Just absolutely could not have. Cody doesn't need the title right now. I'm sure he'll get back to it at some point, or he'll get to the other one somehow, some way. But yeah, I think this is great for Drew. I think this is an opportunity for him to kind of get this run in front of people and have the actual like WWE title proper again.
I will say the fan fiction that was floating around that I would have actually have loved to have happened was that it wasn't Jacob Fatu that cost Cody Rhodes, but it was Nick Aldis.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
And then they have a match at like SummerSlam, so Aldis can have a actual retirement
match
and an actual retirement match.
I like that
because they have prior history with the NWA title, things along those lines. And to be fair,
is SummerSlam in Minneapolis this year?
Yes.
See, that would be a fun spot too, because
the lineage of the NWA title
in Minneapolis. But now we're reportedly also getting a Brock retirement. So you're going to do a double retirement. I mean, it is a 2-night SummerSlam.
I mean, to be fair, how many people, you don't have to bill it as a Nick Aldis retirement match.
Well, that's true too.
But you know that he's probably not going to have many more after that per se.
True. That's true. Yeah. I guess didn't have to be an official. Yeah, that makes sense.
And to be fair, Brock Lesnar versus Gunther is going to be the night 2 main event when Gunther walks in with the World Heavyweight title or the WWE title.
There's that.
And he just retires Brock Lesnar and chokes him out too.
Yeah, makes him tap out like a bitch.
Do you think that's going to take 17 hours of sleeper holds to happen, or do you think that will be a little bit faster?
I'd like it to not take as much because it makes Cena lasting longer look more impressive.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I think when you look at the main event picture right now, obviously there's questions on the Raw side. What are you doing with CM Punk? Is it Braun Breaker? Is it whoever else wins the Royal Rumble? Is it the return of Seth Rollins, et cetera, et cetera? SmackDown has kind of laid the foundation for what it looks like it's going to happen. It's Drew obviously going into Rumble. Potentially whoever wins that fatal 4-way could walk into WrestleMania. Or it could just be Drew. And I'm not saying that I don't love that it would be Drew McIntyre, but I don't know how we get to whoever faces him.
Right.
Because it's obviously not going to be Cody Rhodes unless he wins the Elimination Chamber, and then we're really running that back 3 months later.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'd rather it just be Roman versus Cody without a title and just let those two guys have the Avengers Endgame that we've all been waiting for.
Yeah, for sure.
So maybe it's one of those. There aren't a ton of faces over there on the SmackDown brand where I'm like a WrestleMania main event of Drew McIntyre versus this person is, it doesn't have to sell. It's believable. I think is kind of
right.
Like, is it Randy Orton?
Right. Yeah.
Like, is it Sammy? Sammy loses, has to go into the chamber, has to win the chamber. He wins the chamber, then goes into WrestleMania and beats Drew there. Maybe. But I think the pop in Saudi Arabia would be huge for him to walk out with that title.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Joseph, you got anything else?
Oh no, he fell asleep, didn't he?
Oh, he 100% fell asleep.
Yeah, he's asleep.
I'm waiting for the snoring to start, and then he muted himself.
Yeah. Smart play. That's a smart play. That is a smart play. I guess we'll do
All
the
right.
rest of the week.
Yeah, well, the rest of the week, see if he wakes up.
He's just stuck in the studio. We're gone.
His phone dies. That's the only reason why he exits the studio. All right, Jim, I'll give you the floor.
Drew McIntyre, your new WWE champion.
All right, Drew McIntyre.
Oh hey,
he's
he's awake.
barely.
I was gonna say barely.
I will probably Irish exit it in a moment.
Oh no, we're just doing wrestlers of the week, and then we're actually wrapping. So,
Oh, sweet. I love that for us.
you have any choices? Jim took Drew McIntyre already.
Oh, I thought we were still voting on people. That's funny. I don't know. I got nothing.
Bye, Joe.
Bye, Joe.
Bye. It's awkward. I'm still here.
Okay.
And gone.
He thought we were fucking an hour and 22
Were
minutes
we
ago.
back in the
He
tournament?
thought we were back to back.
Brothers
Sleep-
in sleep paralysis, man.
Sleep hit him like a ton of fucking bricks.
Dude, like a freight train.
I'm
That's why we do the tournament first, though.
gonna go with the new number one contenders for the tag titles, Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez,
Okay.
because that's a tag team that I didn't know I needed to have till just now.
Respectfully. Now, question. The TNA that aired tonight.
We'll score it. We'll score it this week since it's over.
Okay, then Mike Santana.
Makes sense. I will take the Elegance brand. And since Joe's not here, we'll take one more each.
Then I am going to go with winner and still your United States champion Carmelo Hayes over Shinsuke Nakamura.
Mello, don't miss.
You don't miss.
Where's that at? There she blows. I'll go with MJF for retaining the title last night.
There you go.
And you took who at the end there? I forgot. Oh, Carmelo.
Mello don't miss.
I forgot to write the name down, and then I was like, oh no. So.
Oh, rats.
Listen to the Joe Movie podcast. Joe
All one
Movie,
word.
all one word. Yeah, otherwise, that's all he's got because he went nap bap.
Yeah, for me, real quick at Big Jim Sports, Twitter and Blue Sky. I got the link tree there. Huddle Up Podcast, just a couple of weeks left in the live season before we take some time off before we get into the off-season program. But National Championship and NFL playoffs this week, so hear our thoughts on those. 3CT, Mark got a little off the rails. We reeled it back in for some news updates, talked about Drew McIntyre. Well, you know. And the world title picture, Tuesday episode dropping this week is absolutely nuts. So make sure you check that out on Tuesday. We may be off next week. I may be going to a concert. So yeah, I'll follow up with you on that if I am off.
Who's playing?
Hank Azaria and the E Street Band. He has the dude from The Simpsons has a Bruce Springsteen tribute band, and they're playing in Lancaster. So, and Discussions with a Nobody, I dropped one like a week and a half ago. So head over there and check that out.
You can follow the show at Take the Number 3 Wrestling. You can follow me at They Call Me Burn. I will get 5 burning questions up, and one of the questions will be, how long before the lockout coming with Major League Baseball? Because that's absolutely at the forefront with what happened earlier this evening. If you have not heard, Kyle Tucker, now a member of the 2-time defending champion LA Dodgers. We'll talk about that in the burning questions. Until next week, potentially, for me, Mike, Joe, and Jim, we will see you guys on the Take 3 Wrestling Podcast.